And welcome back to Around Town. And this evening we're talking to Gary Mead, the owner of PJ's Abbey's right here in Old Town Orange. And Gary, so in the last segment we found out about the history of the restaurant and your artwork, but we didn't talk about the food. So I'm a big foodie. So what kind of food do you serve, and what is the most popular item on the menu?
Well, it's the menu is designed by our son Gary, and the main thing is we call it an American cuisine.
Okay.
We have a spectrum of food that goes from steak to fish to pasta to different types of salads.
French toast.
French toast, yes. Mm-hmm. On Sunday mornings, French toast. So we kind of call our restaurant menu an American cuisine because it appeals to everybody.
And
There's
so
a little
Gary,
bit of something for everybody.
Gary designed the menu?
Yeah, Gary's designed the menu, and he is in charge of the kitchen and runs he actually runs the whole operation.
Right.
He started 15 years ago when he was 24 years old. He just had his 40th birthday, so he has gained a lot of experience. And through the technique of trial and error, we've ended up with some pretty exciting dishes. One of them is meatloaf.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing how many...
comfort food.
Comfort food, yeah.
Right.
Well, women don't want to make meatloaf anymore, so subsequently when their husbands are out, they enjoy a great meatloaf sandwich at lunch or a meatloaf entree at dinner time. We also have chicken roulade, several types of different steaks. Our salads are fantastic. We have a Chinese chicken salad.
Like entree salads?
Yes, entree salads that are a broad spectrum. We feel that when people come to our restaurant, no matter what their background is, they can find something on our menu, that
appeals to everybody.
Yeah, even those people who are vegetarian or heading in the vegan direction can find something on our menu that will be satisfactory for them.
And matter of fact, when I was there recently with some people who were vegetarian, we had a sample of the vegetarian pizza.
Yes.
And frittata, which was really good, just really tasty. So really enjoyed it, and I think you're right. I think you've got something for everybody there.
When you bring a restaurant to the public, we've decided that there's a large spectrum of people who we can attract to our restaurant. So subsequently, that's why our menu is so broad.
Right.
We've had people say to us, why don't you narrow your menu down? Well, that eliminates certain people in coming into the restaurant. And we want to have it a celebration place where people can come. And it's funny, a lot of people bring guests from out of town. Yeah. Today, there was a young lady who was from Austria. Oh, wow. And her grandmother brought her into the restaurant. And that happens over and over again. They introduce themselves. They say, my name is Helen, and this is my friends from Albuquerque.
Oh, wow.
Or Indiana.
So it's a really, it's definitely an interesting place to bring outside guests, and because it's just so unique.
Yeah. Such
and
a
it's
unique
funny,
menu.
I can tell them when they walk in the door because right away they start doing this.
Yeah.
They start pointing to different things inside of the building. Yeah. And usually after they've been here and they bring a guest, they become the tour guide. And they're doing a tour of our place, and I can hear them talking about some of the things that they learned when they came the first time.
So it's, I mean, the guests are very proud to bring somebody to your restaurant, which has got to make you feel great.
And we published a small brochure that's called In the Beginning, and in there we try to encapsulate all the things that are going on in our restaurant, but also that have gone on throughout history during the time the building has been there from 1888 until 2010.
Wow.
That's a huge stretch of time.
Right.
And we've make a note of who was president at different times during the time the church was developing.
And that's all on your website.
Yeah, it's on our website.
pjsabbey.com.
Right.
Right?
And by the way, it's 714-771-8556 if you'd like to call and make a reservation.
Perfect. So you take reservations. Exactly.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So when I went there, I had a filet mignon with brie cheese.
Yes.
and a cherry wine sauce, and I have not forgot that. I will be.
Everybody we know was raving about
And the
that.
fish and chips. I went there the other night and realized that was on the lunch menu, so I'll be coming for my fish and chips.
Well, you know, it's funny because people come there and actually they become missionaries for us and go out and tell
Right,
people
yeah.
about our restaurant and about our menu. And after 15 years of succeeding, this is a difficult time right now.
Right,
We
yeah.
have the economy that's tough. We have several new restaurants opening up in the downtown area. We're working hard to make sure that all of our customers are happy,
Right.
they are comfortable, and that they enjoy themselves. One of the things that's very successful for us is on Sunday we have a jazz piano player and bass, and they start at about 10:30 and they go until about 2:30. And we have a lot of people who show up at our restaurant after going to church. And they come over there for
relax and have a little,
yeah.
Entertainment. Oh, that's,
So that's
great.
fun.
Yeah.
And then last week we were very excited that someone bought out the whole restaurant for a wedding.
Oh, excellent.
What
That's
an
great.
excellent place to have an event like that. You know, it's comforting, it's beautiful inside. When you're inside and you get to look at the windows, the stained glass
It's a perfect
windows.
place for a wedding
Well,
Yeah.
we have focused...
or a reception.
Yes,
right?
the reception. We've focused on this celebration theme. And one of the biggest celebrations that we experience is that of a wedding. And people use our restaurant for both the service and for the reception afterwards. And we do a tremendous amount of work also with rehearsal dinners. Churches throughout the area, they need a place. You know how many churches are in Orange. There's 14 right downtown.
Right. Yeah.
If we got all of the rehearsal dinner business on Thursday nights, that would be fantastic.
You'll be all set, booked for the year. So now we want to talk about this new project you have here. It's on the table. Why don't you tell us about It Makes Me Giggle? What's it all about, Gary?
Well, It Makes Me Giggle was kind of an idea that accumulated through several different facets. First off, baking chocolate cakes was something that we did inside the Abbey. So when I was first exposed to this, I bought a small company, and the company had the process for vacuum forming these chocolate cakes. So the chocolate cake idea was amalgamated with the fact that I used to own a packaging store, and I used to manufacture corrugated boxes in my company that was called Spartan Container. So I had the ability to design a box. We had the ability to design the cake. And then I ran across the idea of putting a song and a vocal inside of the box. So I put that whole thing together, and I called It Makes Me Giggle. And you can send a giggle surprise. It's a birthday or a celebration to any place in the United States.
That's wonderful.
And the unique part about it is that you get a chocolate cake,
Get the cake.
You get a birthday card, you get napkins, plates, labels, and in fact, I think you look fantastic with a
And
little
the birthday
decorations
hat.
like that.
And you even get a candle here,
Right.
which is amazing, and you get the silverware. So if you send this to, your grandkids or
Yeah,
to the
any place.
university, your student, I see this one here is for Chapman University, our local campus here. Then tell us about how they can record their voice and that whole aspect of it.
What you do is you go online to www.itmakesmegiggle.com.
Okay.
And then you write in or you type in a special message that says who you're sending it to. And then on the back, you can put in another special message. And that's all done on the computer. And then it gives you a telephone number. So you call the telephone number and you record your voice. And then I take that and I put it inside the box, along with the cake, the hat, the whistle, the knife, fork, spoon, and
Everything.
I ship it for you.
Oh, wow.
And they get a personal greeting
Yeah.
from their loved one.
Right.
It's
and,
good
and
for...
it's a huge surprise, I'm sure, when they open it.
Well, it is, because you get this box and you don't know what it is, and it opens up, and the first thing you hear is Celebration by Kool and the Gang. And then you hear your voice
The
for
personal
10 seconds,
message.
The personal message. and then another celebration. So you get this whole thing inside of the box, and it is very inexpensive. It costs.
It has multiple uses.
Yes,
I mean,
it can be not only birthdays, it can be celebrations, it can be graduations, it could be anniversaries.
happy anniversary, Happy New Year's, happy birthday, everything.
One of the things that we've been able to do is to contact 3 colleges. We have Chapman, USC, and Pepperdine, and the parents send them to their kids on campus. So when the box is opened up, it's a personal greeting saying, hey, I love you, congratulations, see
Right.
you when I see you. You know,
Yeah,
that
or
kind of
even
thing.
like for finals weeks
Yes.
or something,
Right.
anything
I have to
celebration.
comment too, Gary, when we visited you a week or so ago, you gave me a sample of that cake. I'm telling you, that is great cake.
Well,
I loved it. Chocolate.
It's chocolate, and it is a great recipe. And the nice thing about it is it's vacuum formed so that it has a great shelf life. We can ship it any place in the United States.
So you get a big party in a box, and it makes me giggle is the name of it.
And a personal greeting.
Personal greeting, and
Party
you don't
music.
have to hardly do anything. You can, I mean, everybody has, mostly what they need, but everybody needs to have a birthday cake.
Well,
right?
if
Or
you
a
have
celebration.
relatives that are someplace else and you want to help them celebrate, flowers are a good choice. Candy's a nice choice. But the uniqueness of It Makes Me Giggle is
Yeah.
really fun.
Yeah.
Because you get the cake, you get the conversation, you get the hat, you get the whistle. And inside of here, it gives you instructions on how to put the hat on,
Oh, how
how to light
fun.
the candle,
Yeah.
how to blow it out, and then how to celebrate.
Oh,
so
that's
it tells you how to
great.
do the whole thing, and then the personal greeting that goes on the back.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a fun thing to do.
The website and the phone number.
Well, just go to the website, and it'll lead you through the whole process of putting it together. And the problem we have the most is that it's so new and so unique that people have to kind of like get into using it. And once you've used it and go through the process, it's no problem at all. But
So,
I've had people call me up and ask me very interesting questions about how do I speak into my computer, things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So, but we handle that whole thing.
We're just about out of time, but it's been really fun talking to you and learning all about these great things that you're doing here in our community, Orange. And we'll definitely be coming to your restaurant, and we hope everybody goes to the restaurant. We're going to be posting the website, the phone numbers, and we hope to see you all around town. Thanks for joining us.